Good afternoon, Mr. Aaron Soo. It's an honor to interview yourself as the Senior Vice President, Attraction and Tenancy of Resorts World Genting on TBL TV. Could you give a warm welcome to our national and international fans?
Welcome to Genting SkyWorlds Resort World Genting.
Fantastic. Genting SkyWorld is the latest attraction to Resort World Genting. Since it opened its door, how has the response been?
Well, we soft opened last February on the 8th. So initially the principal markets were the domestic. This was right after the pandemic. So we enjoyed a lot of patronage from the local market coming up to experience the SkyWorld. Initially, of course, there are teething problems. Some of our rides were down, technical hiccup. We had to learn to adjust to the weather condition, which in my opinion is a plus factor. And also people, because of the high anticipation, you're waiting and waiting. And we opened, we had to manage an expectation. But generally, it was still a very, very positive experience for most visitors.
What are the unique selling points of Genting SkyWorlds?
We have 9 different zones. These are the IP zone. They are thematic zone based on very successful movies of the past. And these are the zones where each of the zones that you get into, you will enjoy different experiences. Our most iconic is actually what we call our flying theatre. It's called IDD, Independence Day Defiance, whereby you actually flown into the world, I think Southeast Asia's largest screen, where you actually simulated that you fly into and experience a war with the galaxy. So that's one of our most iconic rides. We also have the Acorn Adventure. In every theme park, it's almost essential that you need a roller coaster. And this one gives you a flying into the cave, coming into the ice mountains, you're experiencing coldness, and again the backsplash of water. So it's very kanchong, people will be screaming and shouting. It's part and parcel of the ambience in the theme park. We also have an attraction we call the Expedition Thin Ice, whereby it's simulation that you actually go into an ice age mountain, and then you're flying through, skating through thin ice. And at certain points, the ice breaks and you drop into cold water. You come out shivering, menggigil and all that. Come out, then the kids will be screaming and shouting. And it is the whole experience is impacted by a lot of technical latest technology, whereby you simulate content in the media, the sound effects, animatronics that come inside there, and then playing with lighting and with figurines that are moving. So it's a very surreal kind of feeling, as you're going through. So that experience is actually, people actually live for this kind of experience. Our latest one, which we just opened last October, is POTA. POTA stands for Planet of the Apes, whereby the apes colony were fighting the invaders, the human race, were fighting for territorial. So this is a war where the leader of the apes, Caesar, leads a rebellion against the human invaders. So this against simulation is very kanchong because you're actually fighting, a lot of war. There were bombings, you're fighting, and then you're dropped from the sky. Helicopters are coming in the rescue, and then when the apes come and attack, then there are of course a small colony of humans that are friendly to the apes. So this simulation is against a background of a dilapidated industrial zone. So when you're going through it, you feel like, wow, you're actually experiencing a real fight with the apes colony, and they're throwing bombs. You have to duck. When you're going through flying into the river, when your craft falls into the sea, when you're floated out, boom, then you end up with, wow, the apes and the human mankind finally make friends and we live happily ever after.
Wow, this is fantastic. I can't wait to go on all the rides in Genting.
One of the other things I need to mention is that we have an app. This app is we call it the SkyWorlds app. This app is when you download this app, it is used to actually navigate your entire journey to enhance the guest experience. This app is used for you. It's alive. That means whatever the situation with the rides are, you actually know exactly. Inside this app, we've embedded in a technology called virtual queue. Virtual queue, you do not actually have to queue. You plan your itinerary, which part of the park you're at, during your journey, where you need to go in the next ride. So where you're planning in, you can actually get the full experience by planning. You put a queue, there's available time slot, 3:30. There are 6 of you, you press 6 person under your group, 3:30, then a QR code will come up, that's your code. Which means by 3:30 when you get there, you jump queue lah. Meaning that your experience is so much better than all in the queue. Then the app can also be used to plan your makan session. If you are hungry, they will tell you exactly which are the location with what kind of food. There's a burgers here, there are hot dogs there are noodle shop here, there's salmon, steak, local cuisine. You then plan, and then your entire experience is enhanced by the fact that you are able to navigate your entire day. So everybody is like a suntukan masa kan, everybody in a big hurry, they want to maximize your experience in the park. This one helps you to get the experience. Finally, we literally have the best show performance in Malaysia. By far, I strongly believe in the region because as a industry player in theme park industry for more than 20 years, been around a lot of other parks. And because when we manage our theme park, we need to be better. But because we understand the market, the expectation, we craft shows and performance according to the theming and also to the taste. And our most unique feature, our parade is different. We encourage you to come and join our parade and be part of it. Your children can be dancing with the dancers, you'll be playing with the performance account. So that's a unique part of being involved in our parade and performance, and that is an experience only the SkyWorld can give you that.
Wow, that is fantastic. That leads on to my next question, Mr. Aaron. How does Genting SkyWorld help in promoting tourism here in Malaysia?
Well, aside from domestically, the Malaysian market now has a product. They don't need to go within Asia, going to other parts like Hong Kong, China or Japan, or are in Europe, America to experience a world-class theme park. We have it here in Malaysia, domestic crowd. Within the region, more and more regional neighbors like Singaporeans, the Thais, the Indonesians, the Filipinos, they now know, and the Vietnamese, they know that wow, and the big markets like India and China, these are the two massive markets that's coming to Malaysia. So when they book and their tour itinerary, they found that wow, the SkyWorld, world class, and when they start to Google and check us out, they find that wow, this is a good. This one helps to attract international and regional markets aside from our domestic market. In this sense, it is able to help domestic tourism and retain some of the domestic tourists which would otherwise flown outside to experience this theme park experience. And that's our key role that we play in our domestic tourism.
Alright, Mr. Aaron, let's dive into what are the challenges faced pre and post opening of this theme park.
Well, pre-pandemic was a big challenge because we are up in the mountains, we are 6,000 feet. So when you are building or developing, constructing a theme park, everything is going to be higher cost because you have to bring the material up, you have to bring the talents up, so during the construction. So pre-pandemic, it was a lot of challenges, but it was also an opportunity for us to practice and polish our product and anticipating of the opening. Now opening is another challenge because when we open the park, a lot of our rides and attraction. Today's rides has got lots of components, there are many elements to the attraction and most of them have 7 or 8. 30 years ago, the typical attraction would be like electrical and mechanical, and that's about it. Today you have got media, you have content, you got visual, you got lighting, you got effects, smoke, there's fire, there's heat, there's animatronics, there's movement of the air, there's also the effects, smoke. So in a condition in Genting, where our weather is cooler, much more cooler than downtown, managing these rides and attractions in the condition has posed some challenges. But over the 1 year, we have actually improved so much. We now know how to cope when it's foggy, because when it's misty and foggy, it's actually a big plus to a lot of visitors coming up there. It was such a nice experience to experience like a cold sejuk kan. So our weather in my 1 year here, the coldest was 12 degrees. Of course, hottest was coming like 26. But when it's 12 coupled with the wind, it becomes very chilly. But when it's simulated against a backdrop where it's ice age, you're in the mountains, in the Alps mountain, it's wonderful. Feeling cold, with the wind blowing, with the jacket is an experience. But there are of course challenges because some of the equipment, their sensitivity to high humidity, everything becomes, so we have to learn to cope with all these conditions and then improve from them. Today, our rides availability has averaged around 93% to 94%, meaning that 9.5 out of 10 rides are available. So your experience where you come up all the way down and then rides are down, The possibility is still there, but it's much more lesser already. So in terms of post-pandemic, we have improved, we have learned after 1 year, but we have now learned to make that weather conditions in Genting a plus because of the experience that you can get only up here in Genting, 6,000 feet above sea level.
That's brilliant, Mr. Aaron. That's really brilliant. 6,000 feet above sea level. And once again, congratulations to yourself and also to your team for winning the BrandLaureate Brand of the Year Awards for Genting Theme Park. So how do you feel about winning the BrandLaureate Brand of the Year Awards?
Well, there's two parts. First, you have to work very hard, get the team all together, and then to pitch yourself and then lobby and win the award. Winning the award is actually the easy part. Living to the expectation, now you're an award winning, you're the BrandLaureate Award winner of the best theme park in Malaysia. Living to that expectation is a continuous challenge. So today, we pride ourselves, each day we remind ourselves, we are the best theme park in Malaysia. We have got the best, we won the best, the BrandLaureate Award. Now living to that expectation. In recent months, when we have engaged Medallia, which is a world-renowned customer service survey organization, we are getting feedback from our customer. How are we doing regarding how we're delivering guest experience? Our scores have been really, really high. To our pleasant surprise, if you Google or do Facebook or TripAdvisor, you'll find that the Genting SkyWorlds scores are right now averaging between 4.2 or so. That's pretty high, but once you have reached certain height to go further up, it means that we have to work a bit more harder. And that's where we are right now.
As a brand leader yourself, Mr. Aaron, with experiences in both hospitality and theme park, how did you brand yourself over the years, and why do you think personal branding is important in today's modern world?
Well, my friends, my family always tell myself, you are a lucky idiot. You get to do something that you love to do and you get paid for it. So each day I wake up, I always joke with my friend, mandi ketiak pun belum lap kering, I rush to work already. So the opportunity to lead, to be a part of this is something of which I look forward to. Each day I'm saying that what a wonderful day, because and I'm able to have this opportunity to lead a team of such, to achieve all this kind of recognition. So it's a very personal motivation, because to lead, you need to set the example, and to lead, you be at a higher level. You need to learn how to lead with clear direction, lead with motivation, you need encouragement, you need to teach, you need to direct. But if all else don't work, I have a good hard leg that I can give them a good kick. And that's somehow what's needed to be an effective leader.
Well, adding on to this question, Mr. Aaron, what advice would you give to aspiring leaders out there?
Follow your heart. Do what you love. If you do what you love, you will love what you do. If you love what you do, you're going to do it well. If you do it well, success, rewards, bonus, increment, promotion will come as a natural consequence. Just go after your heart. So my advice is that if you are doing something which you don't enjoy, you got to stop it. Don't do it anymore, because you are not living in a generation where your parents are waiting for you to have their meal. You're no longer that. You have to follow your heart and do what you love to do. And to those people, I've said, if you are not doing anything that you love, you do not love, you're doing something that you do not love to do, you better stop it. Stop it, choke, change, go and do something that is after your heart, and you're going to do it well. So my advice is that you have to follow your heart. Do what you love.
You're an inspiration, Mr. Aaron. Last but not least, what is your key to success?
Being consistent, be true to your heart, say what you mean, or don't say it. So if you want to be successful, you have to be consistent. If there's a path that you have crafted, keep at it. There will be some distraction in between, weather conditions, personal upheavals, but if you're consistent on the right track, eventually you'll reach your goal.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Mr. Aaron. So it's a pleasure to have you, to interview you here on TBL TV. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it. Come to SkyWorld, Genting SkyWorld, Resort World Genting. Thank you.